Hello and welcome back to God Lives Within, Wednesday, August 20th. The summer is rapidly ending. It is pretty cool today in the 70s right now because of this fake cloud seeding that's going on. Trying to stop the chosen from rising, but good luck with that. Anyway, we'll move on. So, came on for another quick message, nothing, just one point I wanted to point out for those that are maybe going through psychological attacks. The presence of alchemy in your life, in your daily practice, in your breath work, will ultimately render the enemy useless. They've been sending these psychic attacks at me my whole life. Therefore, I didn't have any choice but to alchemize it. Over and over and over and over again, to the point of that it's at now, to where I feel it. Put it this way, I get the message from God first. I feel it before it comes. I observe it, and with the snap of a finger, I move away from it. So that's the basic breakdown of the level that I'm at with it, just so it's more easy to comprehend for you guys. I don't know what's coming, but I imagine more of the same, and with higher frequency is going to, or lower frequency is going to commence. Therefore, I'm trying to help whoever is trying to get out of this frequency trap. I've been firing my intention and aim at the enemy for a while now, but it's time for me to put down my sword and raise my frequency. I mean, there's still one enemy I'm going to be fighting, but this coven that I always tell about, inform about, is gone to me now. So we're moving on this channel to a new level. Everything I went through was to document, to blueprint the path for others to escape. That will continue on this channel, or this channel might get moved in the future. Once you know who controls everything, then you realize we need other alternatives. So in the future there will be more. And it really doesn't have to be more, just one that's for the people, that is the people. It's not censored, that won't cost very much money, whatever it takes to run it. And that's it. Profits are not necessary. Stockholders and public shares are not necessary. This is a greedy system that must be that's in the process of dying, but must be destroyed. There's a certain faction that created it that is currently being exposed on the national level. I won't speak on this anymore. This is the other war I'm fighting, though. And so how do I fight? Well, I fight it mostly through prayer, through intention, through alignment. But I am fighting it on Twitter, as little as necessary. Just enough to get the truth out, but just as much as I can tolerate for my soul. Put it that way. So, if you ever get on there, you'll see me saying things that the public is not going to like. Some of them are going to disagree with. Some are going to believe it's a lie. But it's not. It's the truth. And yes, I use profanity for effect to call out those who are trying to destroy you. If you can't see that or understand that or understand that, you must, I don't know, go somewhere or do something with your life. I have no idea what you want to do, but I don't care. Fighting for humanity here. We're not pacifying egos. So go over to the corner and talk to whoever about your problem with me. I don't care. Leave it to you. This collective is moving forward in a new frequency, one that could care less about what you think. So that was the basics of this video. It's about alchemy. What is alchemy? It's transforming basic emotions, desires into what's for the greater good of you, for the greater good of all. So the ego will project through your mind, through your conscious thoughts. Sorry, there's some weird stuff going on. Some cussing up here in this parking deck, and now I don't know what that noise was, but anyway. I lost my train of thought. Wow, what was that? Anyway, through their egos, they are led to destruction, is all I'll tell you. The path to God must be some cheating going on. Anyway, somebody's mad at somebody else. Anyway, where was I? I think I'm going to end this message because I can't even remember where I was going. Anyway, it was about alchemy, but learn how to alchemize your situation. A lot of us had to do that most of our lives, so it's not anything that's hard. You need to be conscious of it, of how to do it, and you need to grow from it. In other words, more tests will come your way. You need to learn how to take it further, hold it in stillness and in silence and in meditation, and figure out how to alchemize it. Because the demonic attacks are coming. They're going to be heavier. It's designed that way, to send you back to source. My soul knew this information before my brain knew this information. I was so tapped in and living so healthy, fasting and meditating constantly that my soul was my oversoul was taking control of my life. I didn't know this, but every step I made was from the oversoul. Basically, my meditations were guiding me. I wasn't thinking, I was in the moment. And when you do this, your higher self, I was struggling to find that terminology, and my higher self just sent it to me right on time. That's crazy. I was sitting there thinking about it. Anyway, when you connect, when you're aligned with all that is, with the infinite, with yourself, standing in your true power in the present moment, all becomes a lot easier. This alchemy I was speaking of becomes natural. You don't even engage with it. You alchemize it without even trying. That's what's currently happening with this coven that's sending me this alchemy. Sending me these psychic attacks. Sorry. Scatterbrained this morning. A lot of coffee. I would be a lot better if I had some rest. But anyway, we move on. We keep on. We push forward. We fight on. No matter what comes out, it's all for the greater good. Once you get to that point, you don't doubt yourself. You don't second guess yourself. There is no more programming, beliefs, disbeliefs. There is only the constant truth, the knowing. There are certain, I did a video before this one of a milestone that I've reached of a certain knowing that comes when you align yourself, when you walk this journey, when you've erased the programming, a remembering of who you are, what you are, and where you came from. And it's not from Earth. So as I speak to you right now, this is before the veil is lifted, before the tear in the fabric of this reality, so-called reality, is exposed. There's a certain stillness. If you can get away from the city long enough, even though I'm in the city, if you can get out of the city, there's a certain stillness going on. A certain calm, a certain peace in the atmosphere. Only those that are tapped in are gonna feel it. Only those that slow down, that are tapped in, that can feel energy. But what is that stillness that is happening right now in our world? That has nothing to do with the Matrix and everything to do with it at the same time. That stillness, that silence, that is happening for those with eyes to see, is the collapsing of the Cabal's timelines. The alternate timelines we could have had to experience are now deleted. The chosen are in the final stages of being activated. The ones who have done the work, who have given up everything else in their lives for the past decade to two, in order to change mankind, to liberate mankind, liberate mankind. Those who have connected with the infinite and that came here on a mission. These are the ones that are collapsing these timelines, and we'll ultimately merge it down to one. I don't know how long that process will take. That is up to consciousness itself. I don't have those kinds of answers. All I can tell you is the Kabbalah's timeline has been collapsed. Now it's up to humanity to take the lead, to heal the self, to know the self, and to activate the Sophia Christ genome. There is nothing left standing in your way. I am here to guide you through it. And really, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier for most of you. Some it will be very tough for, just as it was for me. Your souls are not from this earth and do not recognize what is going on. But that's okay. All will be made clear, all will be revealed during revelations. That is for sure. The truth bringers are here. We don't take payment for truth. We're not charging you for online digital space. The information will be free. But you have to take on the journey. You have to go walk on the path. You have to sign up for this calling. Your free will is intact, and as such, no one can force you to do anything. But I can promise you the road will get more difficult for you from here, because this world is changing rapidly. The demons will come out stronger. At the same time, the light warriors will be appearing with more light. Be aware of those carrying the false light, the lies masked as light warriors. The ones who will get you all the way to the finish line and then laugh at you because you can't get over it. Those are working for the demons. If they are trying to charge you to heal, to have information, they are not from the light. Period. If they are trying to co-sign with any part of this beast system of Babylon, they are of the false light, the false matrix. Period. Only those that have truly liberated themselves from the beast system are the chosen. Period. If you're serving a king or a queen, a government, or a technocrat, bureaucrat, whatever, you are not from God. God's people serve the people. Period. So all you priests in robes doing your rituals for your cults, you are not from God until you choose the light. Mankind does not need an intercessor for that which is of God. So put your collection plate up. You have enough money. You have taken from the people long enough. Your lie will be no more. Jesus did not come for lies. You think the Creator took form for you to make money and take 10% for life? You are out of your mind. And you are an intercessor for Satan. Your control will no longer work. Your lies, your trick, your shame, your guilt can go to hell. We do not stand, we do not listen, we do not understand anything you have to say, because it is of a spell, of a cult, of a coven. We do not understand anymore. Spell broken. Permanently. Vatican. Scared of unleashing what's in your locked up vaults and basements? What's down there, Vatican? What you got hidden? What you hiding from mankind? All will be revealed. Stay tuned. Till next time, I love you. God loves you more. Take care.